Hello, my name is Carolyn Prody, and I would like to present to you about the opioid addiction among the American Indian Alaska Native population. First, we'll discuss what are opioids, what are some of the causes of addiction, common behaviors of addiction so that you can recognize them, why have we focused on the American Indian Alaska Native population, the treatment, and finally some resources for help. What are opioids? They are derived from the opium plant. They are commonly prescribed medications by a doctor for pain. They produce endorphins, which are the feel-good drugs, and give you the feeling of euphoria. The commonly prescribed ones are oxycodone or oxycontin, Percocet, morphine, and fentanyl. Now, some of these behaviors of addiction, you can recognize them in the addicted individual, or they are impulsive, they don't want to conform, they have anxiety, a very low tolerance for stress, they seek for sensation, they shift the blame, they deny that they have any addiction problems, and they ignore their responsibilities because it's more important to get a fix. Now, why did we focus on the AIAN population? Because according to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, or the NIDA, Native Americans have the highest rate of opioid overdose deaths of any race or ethnicity in the United States. The reasons for this are complex and multifaceted. One reason is because they have a higher rate of chronic pain than the rest of the population. They also have higher rates of poverty, lack of access to health care, cultural dislocation, and they have a higher rate of unemployment than the rest of the United States population. Now, some of the tribal alternatives attempt to institute overdose protection programs, which includes community awareness and using life-saving drugs such as buprenorphine. They strengthen the culture, which encourages participation in community gatherings and health education practices. They implement integrating language into their everyday life. They also strive to reach the youth early because the substance misuse rates are higher among the American Indian Alaska Native youth than other subgroups. Now, substance abuse disorder, nearly 11% of the American Indian Alaska Native population battle the substance use disorder, or SUD. In the Native American community, just over 5% report misuse of prescription opioid drugs in 2019. And the youth particularly have a problem because they have abuse problem at nearly double the rate of the general American adolescent population. Now, if you'll notice on this chart, the opioid crisis per 100,000 in population, it spiked starting from 2018 to 2020. It went from 14.2 per 100,000 to 27.4 persons. Now, our primary goals of this organization are to inform the public of dangers of the opioids, to help the public recognize the addictive behaviors, and to aid in seeking treatment. If you enlighten the public, you eliminate judgmental attitudes, and you direct the individuals where to seek help. Treatment options are American addiction centers all over the United States. They can be called at this number, or SAMHSA hotline that's available for help 24/7, also available at this hotline at this number. And there are also treatment centers all over the state of New Mexico. I particularly looked into treatment and recovery centers in the New Mexico area.